Hi everyone, this is Ashish Kyal here. Welcome again to Friday at 4 with Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul learning series by wavestrategy.com. And the entire intention of these webinars that we conduct is to put across what is the outlook on the market, how it's seeing, what do we expect it to do, and lot of those things. So हम अभी आगे proceed करने के पहले I just want to see how are you doing, how is the day, how is the week. Fantastic. Everyone, how was it? बजट ऑल ओवर द प्लेस, नीचे ऊपर हमने एक वेबिनार किया भी था बजट के बाद में, जस्ट टू सी व्हाट्स हैपनिंग अराउंड ऑन अ ट्यूसडे आई इफ आई रिमेंबर, एंड वी डिस्कस वेरी डिटेल्ड फैशन की मार्केट में करना क्या है रिमेनिंग वीक के लिए एंड पैटर्न कैसे चेंज हुआ. So I'm glad to hear that Narayan is saying on cloud 9. Absolutely, that's a fantastic thing, right? मार्केट ऊपर जाए कि नीचे जाए, कोशिश यही रहनी चाहिए कि फॉर अस इट शुड बी ऑलवेज वी आर ऑन क्लाउड 9. बहुत ही जरूरी है वो, क्योंकि जो भी हम कर रहे हैं इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वी डू इट विद जॉय एंड वी डू इट विद प्लेजर. दैट्स व्हाट वी वांट टू डू. ओके, फैंटास्टिक. लेट अस जस्ट देखते हैं बाजार में ओवरऑल हुआ क्या है. अगर आज के दिन में देखा जाए तो बैंक निफ्टी ने बड़ी छलांग लगाई थी, लेकिन वापस से मार्केट नीचे की ओर आके बंद हुआ. बैंक निफ्टी का काफी गेन्स निकल गया. सो इन टुडेज सेशन इटसेल्फ वी कैन क्लियरली सी दैट देयर वाज अ वेरी शार्प gain on the upside, but then bank nifty started coming down and SBI was on a rocket, right? Went very sharply higher, followed by Tata Steel, Kotak Bank, and all of those stocks. And in the major laggards was Tata Motors. Tata Motors around I think 355 का level touch करने के बाद में came and closed at around 318 level. So profit booking was seen in Tata Motors. तो हो क्या रहा है मालूम है? In simple terms, if you try and analyze this market, what is happening? The stocks which were performing is relieving their overbought zone. So Tata Motors हो गया, दूसरे जो stocks outperform कर रहे थे, that are relieving the overbought zone, and the stocks which were and the new stocks are trying to outperform the market. इसे कहते हैं rotational buying and rotational rally. वहां पर it's a healthy sign to be honest, but yes, the market is too stretched, too fast, too sharp. 2021 में 2020 में भी if you look at it, the reaction time for you to take a trade has gone down drastically. Do you agree with me? The reaction time का मतलब क्या है? अगर आपको ट्रेड लेना है और आप अगर चूक गए 1 घंटे के नजरिए से भी, तो आपका ट्रेड या तो मिस हो जाएगा, या तो स्टॉप लॉस जो आपने नहीं लगा रखा है उसके आर पार बहुत दूर चला जाएगा. तो रिएक्शन टाइम 2020-2021 में अभी तक बहुत कम हो चुका है, एंड इस कारण से इस बाजार को ट्रेड करने के लिए आपकी स्ट्रेटेजी पहले से रेडी होनी चाहिए. सो यू नीड टू कीप योर स्ट्रेटेजीज रेडी बिफोर द मार्केट स्टार्ट्स. That's how you can trade profitably. If you form strategies during the ongoing market scenario, things will be tricky because the movement is so sharp and fast. होता क्या, आज भी जैसे निफ्टी जैसे ही वो गैप फिल किया 14,900 के आसपास, 800 के आसपास का गैप था, जैसे ही वो गैप फिल किया वहां पर लगा कि यहाँ से अभी एक नीचे की ओर जाएगा. तो 14,900 से लेके 14,880 के जोन में जैसे ही एंटर किया तो पूरा का पूरा गैप फिल हो गया निफ्टी पे. वो गैप फिल किया तो अगर आप इंट्राडे पे देख रहे हैं तो आपको लगा रही ये तो गैप फिल हो गया, यहाँ से सेलिंग प्रेशर बनेगा. सडनली चेंज हो गया, वापस से पुल बैक ऊपर आया. सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट द स्ट्रेटेजी शुड बी देयर बिफोर द मार्केट ओपन. चलिए आगे का सिनेरियो शुरू करेंगे, बट बिफोर दैट लेट अस फर्स्ट गेट द पोल गोइंग and let us see what is the view that we do every Friday at 4, and what is the Nifty trend for the coming week. Where do you think Nifty trend is going to be? Here is the polling in front of you. Please participate and tell me कहां पर निफ्टी का ट्रेंड आपको लगता है कि आने वाला है इस वीक में. सॉरी, इस वीक तो हो गया, इन कमिंग वीक नेक्स्ट फ्राइडे तक. वेयर डू यू थिंक निफ्टी इज गोइंग टू बी मूविंग from here till the next Friday? So people on the YouTube who wants to join me on the Zoom and participate in this polling, you can do that by joining the link here. And also if you would like to simply say it's up or down, so what is the overall trend of the Nifty for the coming week, whether it is up or it is down, आप उधर टाइप कर सकते हैं यूट्यूब पे. एंड आई एम अगेन थैंकिंग एवरी यूट्यूब सब्सक्राइबर. वी हैव क्रॉस्ड, वी आर टचिंग नियरली I think 11,000 subscribers now on the YouTube channel. If you like this webinar, and we keep conducting a lot of webinars, you can click on that subscribe button just there on the YouTube, and click on the bell icon so you get the alert for every webinar that I conduct. So what do you think is the Nifty trend in the coming week? It's up or is it down? And I'm going to end the poll. It's very interesting. I'm going to end the poll in next one, not 1 minute will be too far away. I'm going to end in next 5 seconds. So if you want, you need to be quick, right? Reaction time कम हो गया बाजार का. आप अगर slow रह गए तो बाजार आपको पीछे छोड़ देगा. Okay, ठीक है. I'm ending the poll now. It's very interesting. Here is the results in front of you. We have 60% expecting the market should go up, 40% expecting that the market should come down, and that's very interesting. And so which means the bias is still on the positive side, and all the participants on this Trading Gurukul platform has been fabulous in predicting the market movement, and they have done fantastic work. I'm going to stop this now, and let's just move forward from here on, and let us see on the charts what do we think the market should do from here on. So let's do that. And it's fantastic to see each one of you over here who has been with me for many weeks and months and maybe many years. Okay, Jitendra, great to see you here as well. Let me just share across my chart now. Just give me 1 second. Okay, here it is. It's a blank chart. No, I'm going to put the chart here. Don't worry about that. So I'm going to do that. And if I can go here on the charts, if anyone uses price ME broker, they can simply do it. Go and drag the prices here, and you can change the scale from here from hourly to daily, and look at the price pattern, what is happening around on Nifty. Yesterday I published a very interesting article. Let me share that also along with this on the website wavestrategy.com. If you are not visiting the website, you should do that, because a lot of research we keep publishing on the website, so you ensure you are a part of that research which we share it across. So I'm going to share that window. Okay, here is the window. I'm going to talk about my mentorship program also afterwards. And if you go down, you can clearly see one of a very interesting thing here. So I'm just going to type in. I think my colleague can type in, but it's okay. Over here. So if you look at this chart, very interesting scenario I'm going to share across. This is available on wavestrategy.com. If you look at this chart over here, you can clearly see that the levels that you are observing here, 13,748, 14,221, and these are the levels which is derived basis of the Gann square of 9. So this is like a Gann square of 9 which I follow at times, and you can clearly see that. Okay, let me just zoom in for you. यहाँ पर निफ्टी ने जो रेजिस्टेंस लिया था वो रेजिस्टेंस एग्जैक्टली, मतलब ऑलवेज रिमेंबर ये एग्जैक्ट पॉइंट नहीं होगा, यहाँ जोन होगा. जोन मींस यू कैन ऑलवेज एक्सपेक्ट सम काइंड ऑफ अ लीवे अबव एंड बिलो दीज लेवल्स. सो निफ्टी जाके जो टॉप बना वो यहीं पे बना. यहाँ पर देखिए ये सपोर्ट बना. आफ्टर इट ब्रोक दिस लेवल डायरेक्टली इट रश डाउन टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल. वहीं पे सपोर्ट बना बजट के दिन, एंड रिवर्स बैक शार्पली अप, and it's finding support now around this zone. So 14,700 के आसपास यहाँ पर support है. Okay, you can clearly see that, and you can also see that the support was also at 12,826 जो यहाँ पर बना. Then it started going up. This acted as a resistance. So these levels acts as a support earlier, and then it acts as a resistance. So you can clearly see it moves between these horizontal boxes, and this works like fabulous. So ये एक signaling system नहीं है. मैंने last time भी बताया था, this is not a signal. this will give you the area where you can expect a reversal to happen. So these are the zones where we can expect a reversal to happen if prices go towards that level. So these are not targets as such, but these are the zones. So 15,190 जो निफ्टी पे लेवल है, वो एक इंपॉर्टेंट लेवल है, यहां से ये पता चला. 14,700 का जो लेवल है, that is another important level that is there. So can you please note it down on a piece of paper for yourself that 15,190 is the level where you have to keep a watch on. 14,700 is the level. So when I say 14,700, it can be 14,650, 640, around that zone. When I say 15,190, it can be 15,150 to 15,250. So you know that's the zone, that's the area which will act as a support or which will act as a resistance. So that those areas are going to be very, very important for you to understand. Prakash is saying, thank you, sir, for giving me profits. Okay, I'm sure if this webinar is helping you to generate profits, that's fantastic. So I'm always glad to do that. So ये gain levels कैसे derive होते हैं, क्या होता है, that's a science, and I'm not getting into the much detailed discussion of that science, and that's how it is important. So 15,190 कैसे derive हुआ, एक gain का concept है. I'll very quickly explain that concept for people who want to understand. Okay, so there is a concept of GAN which is like you keep mentioning 1 here, you mentioned 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is how you keep doing it and keep preparing yourself for the entire circle. So it becomes like a spiral. And you keep doing that, you get, I have done it in Excel. This is there with me in Excel, all the levels. And this circling, if you do, it's a spiral which is formed, and that spiral will result into a level at a specific degree, which I'm not going to be talking right now. I'll be discussing this with my mentees tomorrow. These are the levels how we derive using GAN square of 9 in the morning. So ensure each one of you are there. Okay, so this is how we derive the levels on the different. So this is known as, there is a cardinal cross, there is a diagonal cross. So those things are there. They ensure you inform all the mentees. Dave, fantastic you are here. Ensure you inform them that we are going to do something like this tomorrow to derive the levels. But these levels are not telling you that it's the target. I'm again repeating, ये target नहीं है. अगर prices यहाँ पर आता है, it can go around this zone, and then if you see weakness from here, it can come back down to this level. If it does not pause and start showing strength above it, then it can go to the next level. So this is how you have to clearly understand GAN square of 9 levels. Okay, चलिए अभी वापस से चलते हैं एमी ब्रोकर पे. So this is available on wavestrategy.com वेबसाइट पे. हमारे वेबसाइट पे ये आर्टिकल है. You can simply go to, okay, let me just clear off. You can simply go to free article stocks and you can see these articles all on the website. So different research आपको मिल जाएगा. ये levels भी उधर mention किए हुए. You can simply go and check it. Okay, so let's just do that. And just let me share across one thing, one more thing with you, and let me just share my screen of ME Broker here. Lovely. Let's go and check on a monthly time frame. There was a rejection and now there is an acceptance. So the monthly trend is positive again. The weekly trend closed positive again. On the daily trend, tell me, people who have attended my candlestick free webinar, you should be now in a position to tell me, is this bearish, is this bullish, or you need to wait for the third candle. Okay, people who have attended my webinar, is this bearish, is this bullish? You have to wait for the third candle. Tarun, great to see you here as well, right? You have to wait for the third candle. Nilesh, fantastic. Jitendra, brilliant, right? That's what we did. Third candle waiting. If on the third candle we see a move on the downside, then we can say there is a pause in the up move. Okay, there is a pause. I am saying, I am not saying we are falling down drastically from here, क्योंकि यार इतना पावर लगा है इस ट्रेंड को ऊपर जाने के लिए, यही ट्रेंड को रिवर्स नीचे होने के लिए we need to have something to be changing drastically. And can you see a gap here? This gap is extremely important. ओके, दिस गैप इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। ये गैप जब तक फिल नहीं होगा तो बोलना मुश्किल है कि मार्केट का ट्रेंड नीचे रिवर्स हुआ है। सो ये गैप का जोन आपको ध्यान में रखना होगा। Okay, so around 14,500 levels, which is the upper end of the gap, and 14,300. आज सुबह मेरा एक इंटरव्यू था, उसमें भी मैंने यही क्लियरली डिस्कस किया था कि गैप कौन से होता है। Okay, so can you see that I was speaking with Dimpy from Founder India, and it was fantastic. So it clearly shows how the gaps work in the market. So आज के दिन में जो गैप अप हुआ था यहाँ पर वो फिल हो चुका है। That can be an exhaustion gap, लेकिन उसका कंफर्मेशन ये लो के नीचे ही हमें मिलेगा, अभी कंफर्मेशन नहीं है। इज इट क्लियर? इज इट क्लियर? आर यू विथ मी? आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड? Subhash, I just took a pause. Okay, the voice is still there. Subhash said no voice. I think I can't even pause for a minute. Okay, but that's fantastic. That shows that I'm able to get you ingrained in what we are discussing. Simple methods बात करते हैं हम इधर, and simple logic है, ठीक है? Let's just move ahead now. अभी तो हमने देखा मंथली पे, वीकली पे, डेली पे। अब चलते आवरली टाइम फ्रेम पे। आवरली टाइम फ्रेम पे जाने के पहले इचिमोको क्लाउड लगाते हैं। दैट इज व्हाट वी वांट टू डू आल्सो इन दिस प्रोग्राम दैट वी टॉक्ड अबाउट। लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द इचिमोको क्लाउड सजेस्टिंग। कहां गया है? फॉर द स्पेसिफिक ट्रेंड दैट वी आर लुकिंग एट ऑन द चार्ट। सो इफ यू गो एंड अप्लाई इचिमोको क्लाउड and use the default level, overall hourly chart पे चलते हैं। Let us look at what's happening on an hourly chart. Prices whenever is too far away from the cloud, ठीक है, too far away and the cloud is very thick. Whenever prices are too far away, ये cloud क्या होता है समझते हैं? Cloud है ये green और red जो आपको दिख रहा है वो cloud है। Whenever prices are too far away from the cloud and the cloud is thick, it indicates that it's a sharp move too fast, too far. When it's a sharp move too fast and too far, it indicates that रिस्क रिवॉर्ड अभी लॉन्ग जाने के लिए शायद फेवरेबल नहीं होगा पोजिशनल टाइम फ्रेम ट्रेडिंग के पर्सपेक्टिव से। कभी फेवरेबल होगा? थोड़े दिन कंसोलिडेशन होना चाहिए, थोड़े टाइम कंसोलिडेशन हो या थोड़ा पुल बैक मिल जाए, यहां से थोड़ा सा आपको मूव नीचे अगर मिल जाए। व्हेन इट कम्स डाउन हियर, शो सम काइंड ऑफ कंसोलिडेशन एंड देन व्हेन इट कैन गो बैक अप अगेन, देयर इज वेयर यू विल सी अ पॉजिटिव रिवर्सल। आर यू एबल टू हियर मी? आर यू एबल टू हियर मी? एम आई बीइंग ऑडिबल? Every one of you? Okay, just give me a second. Okay, let's just again proceed further. Over here we can clearly see this is what we expect. I'm not saying that you should short for this down move. Now, if you are a positional trader looking forward for a very short term trend, then you can simply go on a 15 or a 5-minute chart and try and do that. But if you are a little, if you are an intraday trader, I'm so sorry. If you are an intraday trader looking forward for a very short move, short term move, then you can look forward कि यार अगर कोई कैंडलस्टिक पे पैटर्न बना है और 15 मिनट चार्ट पे कुछ दिख रहा है तो आई कैन गो एंड शॉर्ट एंड मेक सम 50-60 पॉइंट्स ऑन द मार्केट। इफ यू वांट टू ट्रेड in the direction of the trend where making money is easy, but in this market it's you have to be very careful because ये ट्रेंड अगर आप देखेंगे यहाँ पर जो ट्रेंड था sharply up, sharply down, sharply up, so it's a tricky market. I'm not saying it's going to be an easy market. If you are capturing the trend early on, and जैसे मैंने explain किया था last webinar में, if you missed it, please go and check on my YouTube channel. निफ्टी ट्रेडिंग पोस्ट बजट मार्केट सेटअप. सो पोस्ट बजट मार्केट सेटअप हेडलाइन होगा, वो आप चेक करिए. वहां पर मैंने बहुत क्लियरली एक्सप्लेन किया था वहां पर सेटअप क्या था बजट के डे पे 12:30 के बाद में. तो यहाँ पर फिलहाल आपको जो संभल कर काम करना है, इफ यू वांट टू गो लॉन्ग और short also. This is an hourly chart which is too far away. Let's just drill down on a 15 minutes chart now and see what is happening around. Okay, if I drill down on a 15 minutes chart and look at this entire move, we can clearly see the cloud is sharp, fast up, and it is still sustaining above the 15 minutes green color cloud, which means that for me to be having a short position, I first need to see a break below the cloud. Then I need to see a retest of this cloud. And then if I see again a break, then I can say short term में शायद selling opportunity मिल सकती है. लेकिन अगर prices cloud पे ही आके support ले लिया and bounce back, then you enter long positions again. Okay, this is for a very small short term trading strategy I am talking about on a 15 minutes chart. So similar to this strategy, we generated a nifty buy call. When did we generate? So once this sharp event was over, prices started going up and we saw very clearly a pullback towards the cloud and then started going up again. This is where we started looking for buying opportunity. Did it give a good move? Yes, absolutely. We got nearly around 100 points move easily, more than 100 and 150 points move easily. So that's how short-term trading opportunities can be identified. As long as Nifty goes in a range, you can start identifying individual stocks जहां पर आपको ऐसा trade setup मिल पा रहा है. Because now the trend is positive, you can look for still buying opportunities. But if the trend reverses, then you should start looking for opportunities where you can look for outperforming stocks that goes different than Nifty. So that is how you can start selecting stocks. Okay, Ichimoku can be used, Sharad, for using intraday trades, positional trades does not matter. Long-term investments, you can do that. You can use it on stocks, you can use it on everything and anything. This is what we discuss as one of a very important trade setup that we do in our mentorship program. That's what we do in the mentorship program. Very important trade setup that we look at. Let me now go to Bank Nifty. Shall we go to Bank Nifty? You want me to talk about Bank Nifty? Okay. And and the question is, shall we wait to see that the market is surely going to go up? No, you can't really say that because markets can go up or it can go down. You just have to wait for it's not so telling you whether it will go up or down. It just tells you what is the area where it can pause, what is the support resistance levels. Are you able to hear me clearly now? Okay, let's just move on to Bank Nifty. Okay, Pankaj wants to understand more on a diametric pattern. Fantastic, Pankaj. Let me do that. And he's doing wonderful work. He's sharing so many charts with me on my Twitter handle @Ashish. That's how you learn, Pankaj. I'm really glad you are able to make it, and that's how the learning should happen, right? It's amazing. So overall pattern क्या है हमने देखा जो diametric pattern looking at is clearly an A here, B, C. The reason we shifted C and D because ये fall आके reversal हो गया, a D, an E leg and possibly an F leg, and this is a G leg. Ideally G tend towards equality with A, but rule नहीं है. It's tending towards equality with A. Can it overshoot? Can it undershoot? Yeah, that's all possible, right? So minimal जो criteria हमारा है that it is nearly around 61.8% of A. Usually it can be equal to A or it can overshoot also to the extent of say 138.2%, at times a little higher. It's not very often, but given the euphoria, you can't really rule that out, right? And that's how we see the entire pattern and contraction and an expansion that is happening. So in an expanding pattern, it can always overshoot to an extent given the euphoria that we are seeing on the markets. So let's just look at Bank Nifty very quickly. Otherwise, I'll overrun my time as always. Let me do that. And before I move on, I just want to know, guys, do you think this kind of webinars which we are conducting is useful to you? Are you able to get what you want from this webinar? Are you enjoying this session? I want it as a learning platform. Not कि यार buy करना है, sell करना है, ये करे, वो करे. No, I'm not giving you tips. I'm just giving you how to look at a market. Simple funda use करके. At times it works fabulous, right? You can do that. Bank Nifty forming a shooting star pattern today. The guys, third candle. Okay, for people who might not be, who have not attended my candlestick program, tomorrow at 5, I am again conducting a program which is on candlestick price action and indicators. So if you want to attend that program, you can simply visit wavestrategy.com/webinar and register yourself. So you can go to wavestrategy.com/webinar. Thanks, Cyril, for sharing across the link, and you can directly register there for this program. This link can be shared on the YouTube also for my participants. So let me just do that. Just 1 second. Okay. So you can simply click on that link and you will be directed on registering for this free webinar, which is tomorrow at 5 to 7. That's a free webinar. So we'll be talking about the markets. I'll also be talking about more on the mentorship program. Let's just move on to Bank Nifty now, and very quickly we are going to look at Bank Nifty. हो क्या रहा है? Bank Nifty पे daily chart देखेंगे. Can you see where did Bank Nifty find on the daily time frame? Can you see that? Bank Nifty ने support कहाँ लिया है? Daily time frame पे the Bank Nifty found support exactly at the cloud. Okay, exactly at the cloud and bounced back sharply from that. सुपर था यार ये. क्लाउड पे सपोर्ट लेके बाउंस बैक हुआ, बजट डे पे रिवर्स हुआ एंड boom. That's how the Bank Nifty worked on the upside. Yes, it formed some rejection from the highs, as I said. Upper level से काफी strong rejection है, लेकिन थर्ड कैंडल क्लोजिंग इंपॉर्टेंट है. अगर इसके ऊपर फिर से एक्सेप्टेंस आ गया, that's like a super bullish sign again over short term. But since we are moving in the form of wave G on a Nifty, this is wave A on a Bank Nifty is what I am looking at it right now after forming an X here, and we are moving in a G on a Nifty, so momentum should reduce ideally. Okay, rejection means that it went up but selling pressure, that's a market profile terminology I'm talking right now. Let's go on an hourly chart and check where is Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty also tends to be too far away, too thick cloud. So positional trade setup के लिए risk reward fit नहीं होगा. Intraday में you can still find things, but positionally नहीं. एक चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्या है मालूम है? ये पूरे के पूरे आज के मूव में not a single hourly close happened above the prior hour high. एक भी क्लोज अगर आप देखेंगे प्रायर आवरली हाई के ऊपर यहाँ पर किया ही नहीं पूरे दिन में, which means अगर आप इंट्राडे ट्रेडर है तो बैंक निफ्टी पे आपको सेलिंग अपॉर्चुनिटी इंट्राडे पे मिलती थी. Not necessarily will you short, or at times you can wait also, but I'm just saying. Okay, rejection means sellers outnumbered the buyers. Absolutely, Pankaj. So that is what happened in Bank Nifty today, despite, and SBI was on fire. So this is an hourly chart of Bank Nifty. 15 minutes पे देखते हैं, apply करके the same concept what it looks. So 15 minutes, Bank Nifty is now coming to the cloud support, and see it found the support here and bounced back sharply from the lows of the cloud. From here it went sharply higher. It's now again coming towards the support. So intraday mein you can get a selling opportunity. Once you see a buying emerging back from this level, some confirmation, you can start looking for short term, very short term 200 points move kind of a scenario for buying Bank Nifty. So this is how you can combine Ichimoku cloud and trade the market. Is it interesting? सिंपल कंसेप्ट है, खाली इचिमोको क्लाउड यूज करके भी अच्छे से किया जा सकता है. So this is how you can possibly trade. These are very simple ways of looking at the markets, looking at the stocks, looking at a lot of those things that I've shown you without indicators. So I'm just launching a poll, guys. We have a mentorship which is coming up in March 13th. So we are starting with that. The registrations have already started, and I'm sure that if you are interested in the mentorship program, you can simply participate in this poll which I'm doing right now. Will you be interested in the mentorship program? So we will be discussing all of these techniques in so much of detailed fashion, where you can get used to Ichimoku, cloud, wave theory, cycles, candlestick, lot of things that you do. Okay, and ये भी हम बहुत डिटेल में करते हैं. And the details about this mentorship will my colleague and team will share it across with you. People on the channel, YouTube channel, for you can simply, okay, where is the channel? Okay, you can simply go and fill up the mentorship form. I'll just share that across and fill up the form here on mentorship. I'm not sure if just one second. Okay, here is the link. If you want, you can simply fill up this form here. And okay, thanks, my colleague shared across. So here is the link. You can simply fill that, and that will help you to get a hang of it. So see, what we are doing is to become a very detailed trader in terms of कैसे देखना है यार. बाजार में हर जन वही चीज देख रहे हैं, लेकिन उसको अलग नजरिए से कैसे देखना है. हाउ टू लुक एट इट इन द करेक्ट वे. What is your weakness, what is your strength, and what all things you can clearly do. So people who want to go on the website, you can simply visit here, and you can simply go and visit the website. So this is what we do, very detailed fashion. Imagine अगर ये 30 minutes में आपको इतना कुछ सीखने मिलता है. Imagine with me for a period of 3 to 4 months how much you will be learning. Okay, so we will be looking at various aspects of it. We will be looking at the program along with, yes, option strategies that we look at it, how to look at price action on options, how to look at different things on the options. ओपन इंटरेस्ट कंसेप्ट के लिए यार मेंटरशिप का क्या जरूरत है. इंटरेस्ट तो आप ऐसे ही जाके देख लो एनएससी पे, ऑप्शन चेन में आपको मिल जाएगा. लेकिन ओपन इंटरेस्ट के साथ में आपको ये दूसरी चीजें कंबाइन करनी है, तब जाके वो ओपन इंटरेस्ट का वैल्यू होता है. खाली ओपन इंटरेस्ट वैल्यूएबल नहीं है. You need to combine that. Does it answer your question, Prakash? Only open interest is not useful. Option strategies can be formed only if you know where the market is headed. If you don't even know where the market is headed, how will you form an option strategy? So those techniques we will discuss for sure. How to go about it, how to look at it, which strike price to select. Those things we will do. Okay, fantastic. I'm ending the poll now. And glad to see so many of you, and many of you have already registered. That is fantastic. So many of you have already registered this for the mentorship program, and great to see Bhanu, you as well. Okay, which moving average to use along with Ichimoku? For that, I explain it in the Master of Technical Analytics program, how to select moving average. That is very, very important. Okay, so that's crucial. I'll not be able to discuss much now. We are running out of time. And before that, guys, did you order the book for technical analysis? I'm sure if you have got the book from trivedikyal.com, if not, do order that book. It's available from trivedikyal.com. You can simply fill up the form and get it from there. So ensure you are able to do that. It's a fantastic book. I'm sure you will like it, and do spread across the word, rate it on Amazon, and do that. Okay, glad, and I'm just going to stop now because I think the webinar should be only till 3:30, but I always 4:30, but I always end up extending it further. Okay, so great, every one of you, great to talk to you, and I am sure you are learning a lot of things from Ashish Kyal, Trading Gurukul here, and keep the learning going, keep asking your questions, post on the website wavestrategy.com. Before you go out, ensure you are going and subscribing to that YouTube channel @Kyal_Ashish. Click on that subscribe and the bell icon so that you keep getting the alerts for the webinar. Tomorrow I am conducting a webinar at 5 to 7. I'll ask my team to send across invite. Do you want an invite for that webinar on the Zoom? I'll ask my team to send it across. If you want the invite, simply type in yes in the chat box, and I will send across, ask my team to send across invites to each one of you for the overall trend of the markets, looking at candlestick indicators, price action. Okay, great, fantastic. A lot of you are interested in that. Thank you very much, and see you again same time next week. Ashish Kyal signing off and seeing you on the mentorship platform. For any queries or doubts, you can also tweet across @KyalAshish. This is a very interesting day and very interesting week we are going to be having next week. And I'm sure you are making a lot of money in the market, understanding the risk associated with it. Thank you, and see you again.